All right. Give me a minute as usual. All right. I am sharing. I think I got everything going. Hey, Candy. Oh, make sure you can hear me. I'm usually on mute. Hey, everybody. I am, of course, sharing um, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. How you doing, Candy? Hope you're doing okay today. How was your Easter? Hope you had a beautiful one. The event was fantastic. Uh, Community and connection, what it was all about. What it was all about. So we're gonna do it again. I was thinking about doing it once again in October, but definitely we're gonna do it again um, next Autism Awareness Month, next April. Definitely, definitely. Wonderful event. Moms came out, um, had a couple sandwiches, a couple mimosas. They chatted, they danced, they networked. All about community. A beautiful thing. Beautiful things happen when autism moms get together. Beautiful things. Beautiful things. It was a wonderful event. My heart is full. My heart is full. I love to see everybody, come together. That's what it was all about. But yeah, to answer your question, it was fantastic. Fantastic. Um, how's everybody doing? How is your Easter? How is things going? Just a quick check in and chat to see how everybody is doing. If you are in the group, I shared let me share to the other group. Give me a second here. If you are in any of the groups, make sure you click on the actual video. That'll bring you to the live chat over here on Facebook. If you're on Facebook and in one of the groups. And then I can see if you say anything in the chat. I'm using StreamYard, so so how's everybody doing today? Let me see. We didn't have our usual Let's Talk Autism yesterday due to the holiday. But we're here. Hey, Mr. Charles, how are you? And I'm going to get that event posted for your live this week. Joe went back to school today. Today they had school. Wow. Yeah. DeAndre's off. Well, he was off for Good Friday, and then they have the day after Easter off. So he'll return to school tomorrow. Yeah, thank you. It was a wonderful event. Like I said, it's a beautiful thing when autism moms come together. It's just it's beautiful. It's beautiful, and it was an intimate setting. Um, so yeah, really beautiful. Mr. Charles, how was your weekend? Did you do anything this weekend? How's Cindy? Cindy and I have been cleaning up our backyard. Yeah, that's what I need to get to. My long guy did call me, so I'm gonna get with him this week because I need my backyard, especially front yard. I need the bushes trimmed up, make it nice for the summertime, and it's beautiful today. I have a nice breeze. I've opened up the windows. Okay, I see you now. Yeah, I'm looking at three screens. So, oh, you said love. Hello. Hello, Punchy Autism Parenting. Hello. Um, thank you. I got this bonnet from Change the World for you, Tiffany Jackson. Isn't it beautiful? I love it. And it's reversible. So yeah. So I have to show it off. I reversed it. Nice. And I love that color. But thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not ignoring you guys. Give me a second because I got like a couple screens going here. Just got a new hoodie. Okay. Oh, just got a new hoodie. You have an autism awareness hoodie. Hey Teresa, I see you over there. I see you. How you doing? How's David doing? Yeah, but let's see. Took Joe to movies to see sneaks about talking shoes. Oh, okay. Interesting. That sounds like an interesting movie. Sneaks. I hope he enjoyed it, huh? Hi Jill, how are you? How's everything going? Hope you're doing okay. And I hope your holiday yesterday was beautifully blessed. Yeah, Sneaks. I'm gonna have to. Is that a new movie? Did it just come out, Candy? Hmm. Yes, ma'am. Doing a walk next month. Okay, you guys got your walk going on. Awesome, awesome. Teresa says we are doing good. Great, great. Did you do anything special yesterday? Anything special for the holiday? Mr. Charles says this coming weekend will be a busy one for us. We will be attending a Temptations concert. And am I saying this right? Mashantucket. Mashantucket on Saturday night. Then the next day, I will be giving a public talk in Colchester. All right, Mr. Charles, the Temptations. That sounds awesome. Well, you make sure you guys enjoy yourselves. Jill says, I took Zy to Dayton, Ohio, to the Air Force Museum, and he was able to educate me on World War II. All right. Awesome. Yeah. Always good to get a little history. Candy said, yes, it came out on Friday, just passed. Okay. Okay. I will definitely have to look into that. Punchy says, we slept. Okay, you slept yesterday. I didn't do too much either yesterday. Relaxed. Let's see. Hi, Aston. Jayla has a pre-K APD APED sneaker ball to attend the coming weekend. Okay. Sneaker ball. All right. Oh, you meant sped. Okay. A sped. Sped, not a. Okay. Okay. Well, that's awesome. Awesome. Yep, our babies are doing the doggone thing. Are you doing a walk? Not right now. I missed the last walk. We had a walk here in the city, but I missed that with Autism in the D. I may be able to attend Autism Alliance walk, but that's not until later this year. So I think they usually do their walk in September at the zoo. So I may do that one. Yeah, Michigan. Yep, I am in Michigan. Yep. Oh yeah, that auto correct is something else. Wants you to say what it wants you to say. Yeah. Yeah. Punchy, I am in Michigan. Detroit to be exact. Detroit, Michigan. So yeah, they're actually in the metro area. There's been quite a few walks, but within the city itself, uh, there was just one that just passed, and I wasn't able to attend that one. But it was a big walk here in the city. Again, it was hosted by Autism in the D, and I'm sorry I missed that one, but I probably will attend the one that's gonna be happening at the zoo, but that's later on this year. And then, like I said, there's plenty of other walks going on. A lot of the organizations put together walks around. Aston says, I wish my community was more involved. The South is not up to date when it comes to the autism awareness. What state are you in? Yeah, I think autism should continuously be talked about and in our mouths. Yep, in our mouths. One of my main focuses is to make sure our beautiful parents are um, self care. Self care is very important, especially when you lost my signal. Oh, there we go. Lost my signal for a minute. West Tennessee. Okay. Okay. West Tennessee. Tennessee. Yeah, I was born in Mississippi. So my home is the South. Yeah, I was born. Have you started? I mean, have you ever thought about starting maybe a group in your community? Jill says there's only one time out of the year that there's a walk run in Kentucky that I know of. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we have to get these communities more involved. Mr. Charles says, I think a lot depends on where in the South. Virginia seems up to date on autism awareness, and so does at least the Charlotte area in North Carolina. Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, I love to hear that. But you guys, let me again brag on the event Sweatpants and Mimosas too. That happened this Saturday. It was beautiful. Um, like I said before, it's a beautiful thing when autism moms get together for connection and community. It's just beautiful. We had some great speakers, Ramona, Maya, DeAndre's RBT. She was his RBT for about 4 years. She spoke. The vendors got up and spoke. Some of our moms got up and shared their stories. It was just absolutely beautiful. And we're going to do it again. Going to do it again. I was thinking about, and I'm still thinking about maybe once again in October, but definitely next April we will do it again. Well, hello there, Kiosha. How are you? And I want to give a big thank you and shout out to all of you beautiful moms that came and showed up. It was beautiful. My heart, my heart is full. And this is what it was all about. Shalita, hello, how are you? Shalita, Shani, how are you doing? Yep, my heart is full. So each year, like the year prior that we had it, you know, we included some vendors this go round. The first go round, I wanted it just to be focused on the moms, but this go round, we did the vendors and information, resources, um, clothing. Um, it was right on time. And like I said, we got an intimate space. We had the perfect building, perfect size, to keep it intimate. It was just beautiful. Jill says, how did the little ones make the transition from elementary to middle school? Anyone have some little ones that transition? I can remember back when DeAndre made his transition. Um, when going to a new school, he was really nervous, but I was there with him. I was nervous too. I can remember sitting there when because he left his teacher he had for like 5 years, and over to a new school, new faces, new teachers, but he was okay once he got in. Once he got in the classroom setting, he was okay. Thank you. I got this from Change the World for You. Um, Thank you for the love. I appreciate it. Of course. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Anyone else have a transition? Hey, hey, mister, can you turn the TV down, please? How come you go from your room in here? You were doing good. Can we go back in your room with the noise? Huh? DeAndre, take that in your room. Take it in your room. Um, you got my right. Oh, okay. Your name right. Okay. Awesome. And I am so glad you guys. I'm my heart is full. Thank you. Thank you for being there. My heart is full. My son is level 3 nonverbal. How old is he? 941. Elise, Elias. 2. He's 2. Okay. Okay. My son, he's also a level 3. He's 18 now. Elias. Elias. He's 18, but he's level 3. He says he's still considered nonverbal. He's non-conversational. But he will tell you what he wants. That's for sure. Mr. Charles says, Jill, for me, Jill, the transition to middle school was no big deal. The transition to junior high was a bigger adjustment. My parents had told me what to expect, but I still had to get used to moving between classes. Oh yeah, that's a big difference. Uh I caught the end of you saying something about October event. What about a sneaker ball? Just throwing that out there. Yeah, it's possible. It just depends. And like I said, I want to keep it just for the parents. I know a lot of people be asking me, well, what about the kids? Well, autism and that's all about, us doing it. But that is, I will definitely think about that. Somebody else just said a sneaker ball or was going to one. But that's definitely an idea. I will put that out there for everybody and see what they think. Do you use a tablet? Does he use no, no. I mean, I could pretty much understand what he's saying or what he wants. So he never used the device or anything. He can pretty much uh tell me what his needs are. Now from he was mute up until he was 9 years old. 9 is when he first started saying words. And he had a wonderful, wonderful teacher, Mrs. Smith. She pushed and pushed. So it was considered to give him a device, and we actually had signed up for one, but we never did because my only hope now is I just want to sit down and have a conversation with him. I wish he could have a back and forth with me, but no, he doesn't. Um, Shalita says my daughter is 4, autistic level 3. I'm in the process of potty training her to get her off of pull-ups. It's like she understands, but gets sidetracked. How long did it take for you to potty train? Girl, let me tell you. For DeAndre, he was in pull-ups until he was just about 14. Took a lot of time, a lot of patience, a lot of work. We had a great ABA RBT that was here helping with that, and he finally got, you know, out of it. But it took a while. He had number 1 down, but when it came to number 2, it it was the work. It was work. And then the other thing was the sensory, because he was in the pull-ups like when he was around 9, 10, he started getting the sensory issues where he just needed the pull-up on. So it was one day when he was like when he was almost 14. I just said enough is enough. We had to get rid of him out the house. He still had a couple accidents, but we continued to work with him. And finally, now he's got it. He still needs help, making sure he's clean when he goes number 2. But he pretty much has it. Goes on his own. No accidents or anything. But it took us a while. May not take you as long. Just keep working on it. Use, a lot of the parents have different techniques. So, try what you can and see what works for your baby. Yep. But don't stress. You know, be patient, be patient, and have everybody working together. So if she's in school, you know, let them know, you are working on this. Please work with me. In ABA, they will help if you have home ABA or even center based. Make sure you let them know that's part of her behavioral program is to learn to go to the restroom by herself. Just keep working. Zai is gonna meet his teachers at the middle school today. Zai's a level 2. He's going through puberty right now. Oh yeah, been there, been there. My Zai is 11 and a half and still in pull-ups. He will not go two in the potty. Yep, lots of patience, lots of patience, lots of patience. I mean, just keep at it, keep at it. He'll get it eventually. I mean, you're probably gonna have to try different methods like we did, but eventually they will get it. Oh no, I don't mind. Thank you. Thank you. The more the merrier. Hello, Dinah. Now you guys, I want to give a big shout out and thank you to Dinah. Dinah and her son Nathaniel gave donated 2 wonderful gift baskets for 2 of the moms at the event, and they were very thankful. They left happy. So we had 2 moms that walked away with you and Nathaniel's gift, and we thank you. We thank you. So a big shout out and appreciation for you. Hello, homeschool peace. How are you? I hope you're doing okay today. You are so welcome. Just don't give up. Don't get frustrated. You know, we're on their time, you know, and forget what the other people say. A lot of people will get, well, my child was potty trained at 2, or, try to make you feel bad. You know, I've been through all that. Just got to do what works and take your time. Mr. Charles says it took a few months to get Dorothy potty trained. Oh, Dorothy, your daughter. Okay. I knew she was fully trained when we were at a park where there were no facilities. She became insistent that she needed to go. So I helped her squat on the grass. Of course, Dorothy is not on the spectrum. I am. Well, at least you knew where she needed to go. And you seen the signals. Very good. Yes, all is well. Awesome. Awesome. Dinah says you're so welcome, and we wanted to share our support, and you guys did. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Make sure you give Nathaniel a big, big hug for me. It was a wonderful event, and we appreciate your support very much, very much. Yep, so DeAndre has the day off. My daughter came over earlier, and as soon as she and the kids walked in the door, she was trying to eat her food. DeAndre jumped into introduction mode. He pulled his podium up, got his play microphone, and we just had an intro session. He had everybody introducing him, even baby boy. Even baby boy. So now we just well, he's in here. He was in his room with the TV. Now he has moved this way with the TV. In a minute, all the TVs in the house will be on. No coffee right now. I got some water. I have some water. I had I had about 3 cups already, and I do have some web work to get done, so I'll probably have another cup of coffee in a little while I'm doing that. So, anybody else have anything going on? Anything else going on? Any events happening? Who else is walking? Anybody else have an autism walk coming up? I haven't been over. If you're on Instagram, hello. How are you? I have to remember to um, go from screen to screen here. Thank you for the love, you guys. I appreciate it. I really do. Homeschool piece says where to get the bonnet again. Change the world for you. Let me put the website in the chat. I have to pull it up. I have to pull it up because she has the initials here. I'm gonna put it up in the chat. Let me see. Um, Here we go. And her daughter also has a book, Daisy's First Flow. Let's go. If you have a girl on the spectrum that's getting her flow, that would be great. A great gift for her. So I put her link here in the chat, CTW number 4 u.com, and then you would go to her shop. You're so welcome. Jill said, I can't do coffee, but I sure can drink some Big Red. Okay. Yeah, I'm a coffee addict. I am truly addicted. I am addicted. Now, Big Red, what is Big Red? Is that what is that? An energy drink? And I want to mention that we did give away 3 of Daisy's First Flow Let's Go books, and they to 3 beautiful moms at the event on Saturday. And those books, for anyone who are interested, it's also available on her website, CTW, the number 4, u.com. Change the world for you. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, I am. I get up in the morning. Drinking coffee. I go to bed. Before I go to bed, I have to have a cup. Oh, Big Red soda. Okay. Now, my mom is addicted to Pepsi. She has to have her a Pepsi. DeAndre's thing is orange pop. I done. I used to like uh drinking pop, but now not so much. It's either coffee or water for me. Charles says I too have to have my coffee every morning. This morning I had coffee along with 2 eggs, a chicken sausage, and toast and jam. Ooh, that sounds good. That sounds delicious. Homeschool Peace says I like coffee too. Every once in a while I drink tea. Yep. I can drink tea. I usually only drink tea though when I'm sick. Yeah. But just to, have a taste for it. But when I'm sick, when I have a cold, nothing like a hot cup of tea. Nothing like a hot cup of tea. So if you are in the group, make sure you come in. You click on the video. That'll bring you to the live chat if you're in the group on Facebook. I also want to mention about our Beautiful Faces of Autism picture campaign. It will be going on till the end of the month because we do this every year for Autism Awareness Month. If you are still interested in sharing your loved one or yourself, if you're on the spectrum, beautiful face, you can submit the photos to support at autismandup.org. One picture and only one person per photo. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Thank you. It's the AJ. Thank you for the love. Thank you. I appreciate you. How do you feel about Senator Kenny Jr. saying autism is preventable? There is a lot I like to say. I think he really doesn't understand. But someone made mention, which was a good point. Someone said we have all these different opinions on what he says, but what's good about it is he has people talking about autism. I don't agree with what he says, but I respect everyone else's how they feel about it. You know, um, him saying it's preventable. If you could tell me how it's preventable and what we can do, if he can show the studies and you know of what can we do, to prevent this, then I would change my thoughts. A lot of things he said when he was talking, um, he just did not word things right. So a lot of things in the way he said the things, I really disagree with it. I don't agree with what he said, but I'm glad people are aware of it now. He is bringing awareness to it. Yes, definitely bringing awareness. Definitely has people talking, and maybe, just maybe, definitely will add to the research. LD, hello, how are you? Gracias. I think he's full of poo. Yes, it's a good way of putting it. Full of poo. Hello, how are you, doctor? How are you doing? Um, I don't want to say your name wrong. Vertanji? Vertanji. How are you doing? Yeah, and definitely have to get on the phone with you one of these days and make a connection. Make a connection, definitely. But yes, Jill, full of poo. And I agree with you, AJ. Um, definitely has us talking more about autism. Great. Glad you're doing good. Glad you're doing good. Yeah. So, no particular subject today. I'm just on here, check in and chat. We didn't have our usual Let's Talk Autism yesterday due to the holiday. So I just thought I'd check in with folks. Thank you, Tanya. How are you today? As an educator, the numbers are increasing. Yes, I've seen that. I've seen that. Um, it's scary to see that. I've seen where the CDC changed the numbers to 1 in 31. So that just upped the ante. Just up the ante. LD, thank you. Thank you. Let me check over here. Oh no. So again, I'm lost. Oh, I was talking about the picture post. I'm sorry. So this we will be continuing the picture post. I will not accept any more pictures on April the 28th. We will share the picture post up until the end of Autism Awareness Month. So if you'd like to submit, I have the instructions pinned on the main page. You just simply send a photo to my email, support@autismandus.org. One person per photo. Sorry, moms and dads. It's all about them. And say something special about them. And make sure you give Autism and Us permission to use the photo. Thank you guys for the love. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. So I'm just here again, check in and chat, see how you guys are doing. I also wanted to share that my heart was full from Saturday's event. I want to thank everyone who donated towards it. Your gifts were appreciated. Dinah and her son Nathaniel, thank you. Our this year's self-care gift basket went to Ebony Wheeler. We gave away the self-care basket and a bottle of wine. We also gave away another bottle of wine and a gift. And again, it's all about community and connecting. And it's a great thing when autism moms get together. It's a powerful thing. It's a powerful thing. In my heart, it's full. My son has written 3 books. Wow, awesome. You'll have to share with me, send me the information, and I will also share with the platform. Awesome. How old is your son? You'll have to share more about him. Yeah. Yeah, it's a beautiful it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I mean, it's beautiful to see, especially when my phone was ringing. Especially when moms share their stories, you know. So next year I'm just gonna open it up to dad since I was asked what about the dads. So we're gonna open it up and do it for the parents instead of just the moms. We're gonna see if daddy shows up. We know dads are big on their babies too with autism, and we appreciate them just as much. 19. Okay. My DeAndre is 18. You want to say hi to everybody?
Hi.
Look over here too. Say hi.
Hi. Niece and nephew.
No, that's not your niece and nephew. Niece and nephew was over.
Not talking to me.
Yeah. Now he wants his brother to come. Okay.
Not talking to me.
Yes.
Niece and nephew to me.
Yes, they're coming back.
Niece and nephew to me.
Yeah, they're coming back. But again, my heart was full, and I want to thank everybody who comes out. Definitely, yes, definitely need to chat soon. So yeah, thank you for sharing. Again, I'm over here on TikTok. I have YouTube going, Facebook going, Instagram. If you are in any of the Facebook groups, I shared to the groups. You can click on the video. That will bring you to the live chat over here on Facebook. Miss Jill says, hi, DeAndre. He just ran back in the other room. Hi there. Kate, how are you doing? So did you had an event this weekend too, right? How'd your event go? You'll have to share some details with us. Elizabeth Teresa is out in Texas, and she also has an organization. And I think I'm correct in saying they had an event this weekend. Their event is geared. So let me just give you guys. I get a lot of parents asking about wanting to connect with doing things for the kids, but I want to make sure I explain what our main focus is, and that's parenting children on the spectrum. Um, I love to make connections, and if I can connect and help with your org, if you're doing something with kids, that's awesome. But we want to also spread self-care awareness for parents who are caring for loved ones on the spectrum. You said, oh, it was a major turnout. Awesome. Very successful. Awesome. Hey, Rachel, how are you? How's everything going? And Rachel is in Florida, I believe. How's things going with your baby? School? Were you doing homeschooling? I'm glad you had an awesome turnout. Next one is 7/19 Christmas in July. Oh, that's nice. Nice. Christmas in July. That's your favorite holiday, too. Rachel says, it's so bad. The cops here in my town called DCF on you. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. What happened? Was it the neighbors? I'm sorry you had DCF called on you. Yeah, sometimes we get around neighbors that just don't understand our loved ones, and they assume too much, or instead of asking questions or seeing what's going on. Elizabeth Teresa says 8/26 back to school. Okay, back to school event. All right, so you guys got it going on. Someone in the park called the police or DCF on you? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You getting tangled up. Yeah, people can assume things, and you know, um, their observations. They may do instant, judging instantly on a situation that may not be it. I am sorry. You have to get tangled in with, you know, DCF. Rachel says he was having a meltdown, and someone in the parking lot called. Did they call the cops? And they called this year. So they came out here Saturday and said that his t-shirt is too small for him, and he was showing too much skin, that he was hitting his daddy, spitting out his daddy. Huh? Okay. Maybe I'm not reading that right. He was cussing out the blue. So yeah, they put her so he can go back there no more. Oh, they put it so he can't go back to the park anymore. To that park, and they charged him with a medicine balance. A medicine balance is a felony. I want an 8-year-old kid. Okay, I'm probably not reading that correctly, but what I'm getting is he's not allowed back at the park because someone called because his shirt was too small, and with a medicine. I'm not sure exactly what you meant by that last sentence, but I am hoping you can get it straightened out. Make sure you let them know he was just having a meltdown. That's why it's so important for us to keep autism awareness alive. Keep talking about autism. Right, on an 8-year-old kid. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, I can't believe the police would come and charge him. Wait a minute. They charged an 8-year-old kid with a felony? Is that what you're saying? I think dumb correct change Rachel's post. Yeah, probably that autocorrect stuff. But did they put a felony on an 8-year-old kid? They can't do that, can they? Is that what I'm getting from this? Hello, everybody. If you're just joining, I'm just here for a check-in and chat. If I missed your hello, I do apologize. Hello to everyone. I have 4 screens going: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. And if you are viewing this from inside the group on Facebook, please click on the video. That'll bring you to the live chat. Because if you comment within the group under the video, I may not see it till after I've logged off. But if you click on the video, it'll take you right here to our live chat, and I can see it right now. They can't do that. He's a juvenile. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. That's what I'm thinking too. An 8-year-old. How can you charge an 8-year-old with a felony? And then not even asking questions like, what's going on? What's happening? It's to automatically assume, the behavior is not what they want to see, but not understanding. Maybe Rachel will shed some light on that 8-year-old and felony. So if you're just coming in, hello. How are you? I'm just doing a check-in and chat. Think I'll be on for about 5 more minutes. And I need to get some work done. If you want to chime in and say hello, I don't bite. I nibble a little bit, but I don't bite. So feel free to say hello. If you like to come up for 5 minutes, let me know. You could come up on the platform with me. I don't mind sharing space. And you can share with us if you have anything going on that's coming this next week. Let us know for Autism Awareness Month. Kate says they can trespass at the park's request, not by another parent. Okay. Yeah, that's sad. That's sad. We definitely need space for our babies, especially if they are known to have, certain types of meltdowns that the community just doesn't understand. That's why a lot of our parents um, are scared to, take their babies out. And I call all our autistic loved ones our babies because they're our babies. But yep, a lot of parents are, leery of taking their children out because of meltdowns and, people not understanding. And we need a lot more understanding. If you see a child going through something, see if you can help or just sit back, stand back. Sometimes it just does good to kind of mind your business at times, especially if you're in the grocery store. Of course, you want to make sure mom or dad is okay and, the child is okay. But, most of the time, without calling people. Yep, you are absolutely right. There is education for a lot of our police force, and my belief in that, continue the training with our first responders, but I also think that mental health, autism related disorders, things like that, meltdowns, that should be part of um, their training before they graduate. You know, that should be, they should have an basic understanding of what they might witness or come across before they even graduate their academies. Because it may just, once they're in there, and you have to constantly, oh goodness, one second, you guys. Two objects. TikTok is making me, okay. TikTok was making me confirm. I guess I'm still online. I agree. Yep, I think it should be part of their graduating into, their position. Because after the fact, I mean, it helps, but you have to consistently, even after they graduate, it should be a consistent thing. They should go through the training every 6 months, you know, um, especially with these new recruits going into police work. Some of them, are just trigger happy. They see someone causing a disturbance, and instead of evaluating the situation um, and calling the right people to help, uh, they take unnecessary action. Sad to say, and so many times these things happen. Really sad, really sad. Hopefully, and I want to mention too, I mentioned this uh, the other day. We have a lot of people that are worried about the symbols that autism and us use. Well, they go on every year. It happens every year. The puzzle piece. You're worried about the wrong thing. So I'm just telling you. You're worried about a puzzle piece, a symbol that someone uses. You are absolutely worried about the wrong thing. It doesn't matter what someone uses to represent awareness of something, as long as they're talking about it. should be your main focus. The puzzle piece doesn't make my child, but I do like the puzzle piece. It may not be for you, may not like it for certain reasons, but I like it for my own reasons. And everyone else who uses it may mean something to them, something totally different. So you should not try to invade people's pages. Y'all do this every year. And I spent a lot of this morning, once again, responding to comments on that. And then I block. I give them time to read my response and then I block them. I had said at the start that I wasn't going to deal with it this year. I was just going to instantly block. But I want them to see what I have to say. And a lot of times it's troll pages. And you know it's a troll page because the person creates the page and only has one friend or 5 friends. Very suspect. So you create a page just to troll a parent. The fuss, Mr. Charles says, the fuss about the puzzle piece mostly comes from the actually autistic movement, which I liken to campus radicals who claim to speak for the entire student body of a university. Right. And and that was one of the posts says all of us autistics don't like the puzzle. So I had to come back with uh no, you're wrong. Because a lot that I've encountered and spoken with, they do like the puzzle piece. But yeah, they act like they're talking for the whole community. It's crazy. Ours is people around a key. Okay. Yeah, see, so I respect anyone's symbol they use, whether it's a key, a rainbow, a ribbon, puzzle. Long as you're talking about autism, that's what's important. If you want to take a piece of paper and draw a line and say autism, fine with me. I'm not going to travel from page to page telling people what they should and should not use. And they're talking about autism. No, no, I'm not going to do it. And I don't see how they have that much time to do it. They get together. Let's create some troll pages, and it's crazy. I think it was last year, someone made they have a page and they list all of the pages that people should ban or block or go harass. And Autism and Us was on that page. I'm like, really? And some guy, I forgot the name, running it, and he was just spewing out all sorts of negative stuff about, uh, especially the parents who, are speaking for their children who cannot speak for themselves. I'm sorry, my son is level 3 and he cannot hold a conversation. So, although he does have a voice and he can voice some things, I have to be his main speaking voice when it comes to awareness of his situation and things that he needs outside of the home. They give me a headache. Homeschool piece says, yes, and it's been an issue for years. For years. I started on with Autism and Us in 2010. And I can tell you from that point, maybe it might have started once I, started getting followers and just posting things. It started then. And it got worse once we got the group together. They used to try to invade the group, but the group is private now, so we kind of wean out the ones we know are going to come in the group and start trouble. And, we approve posts so they can't just post in the group, and because they will spam the group, especially during April. They will invade. But yeah, and like Mr. Charles says, it's a group called Actually Autistics. And I bet you once I come off this live, they're probably listening in. I'm going to get contacted probably. These actually autistic groups claim that a rainbow infinity symbol is the only legitimate symbol of autism. And the color of red. That and the color of red. I was told don't use blue and don't use the puzzle piece. Use red and the infinity symbol. We got bigger fish to fry. Stop worrying so much about a symbol. Right, Jill. Screw those people. Yes, homeschool piece. Yes. 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 As soon as they find somebody that puts up a puzzle piece or using something they do not like, they will try to invade your space. But yeah, I do a lot of responding and then blocking. I may keep my comment up for a couple hours and then wait for them to respond with something. Then I respond. Then I block them. I don't need that negativity on my page. Another thing that gets me, they will comment under a post that has absolutely nothing to do with a symbol or anything. It may just be a quote or one of these beautiful faces of autism. They will comment something. Another thing you have to watch out for is these witch doctors or these doctors that claim they can cure autism. I get a lot of those. They will spam. Once they start, they see an opening, they will get under your post, contact Dr. So and so on Instagram. Please, parents, be careful. Be careful. I know you guys want good things to happen or changes to happen, but don't let these Instagram doctors get you with this detox. I call that mess too. Just be careful. Whatever you do to try and help your child along, respectfully, I respect that. But just be careful and do your research. Do your research before you spend money. Because there are parents out here that spend thousands of dollars trying to correct something that can't really be corrected. Now, can our babies improve? Yes, they can. But please just keep in mind, autism is not a disease that can be cured. Do not fall for the okie doke. Don't fall for the okie doke. Just be careful. Be careful. That's all I'm saying. Respectfully. Respectfully. All right. Anyone have anything to share? I'm going to put the link in the chat here if anyone wants to come up for a minute. And then I'm going to log off in a few so I can get some work done. And I need another cup of coffee. And once again, for those of you who are interested in the bonnet, Change the World for You. And I put the link in the chat. Tiffany Jackson is the owner or director of that. And I put the link in the chat area. You can check it out at CTW, the number 4U.com. There's Mr. Charles. Hello, Mr. Charles. How are you?
Oh, hi. Fine. How are you, Nita?
This wonderful Saturday.
Good. Yeah, I was going to say,
Love and peace, Jill. Have a good week, Candy.
You too, Candy. Yeah.
The link on. Oh, I don't know. It's there, Kate. How have you been?
I was going to say these snake oil remedies that you were talking about. It reminds me of Laetrile, a quote unquote remedy for cancer that the FDA has consistently refused to approve, and for good reason. Terminal cancer patients who had no hope, were going to Mexico to get Laetrile, and it wasn't helping any of them. Some of them had hastened their death because, among other things, it contains cyanide, which sometimes just hastened their death.
Wow.
But
And
when
that's something for cancer.
yeah, but when people are sufficiently desperate about anything, they'll turn to snake oil remedies. They'll listen to snake oil remedies, but that just makes it easy to take advantage of them. That's the thing about these claims to be able to cure autism this way or that way is it's snake oil.
Right. And then if you start taking it, you can't stop. You have to continue taking whatever it is just to see the minimal improvement. Once they see a minimal improvement in something, they want to keep going and keep going.
And you can easily deceive yourself into thinking you're seeing an improvement when you're not seeing
Really
anything.
not seeing it. Yeah, because there are remember we had, I forgot her name up here about the detox. She was doing the detox.
Oh yeah.
Remember her? I can't remember her name, but people would spend their money to get their children detox. And I remember her saying the boy started talking, but she was working with the boy for 6 years, and the boy was in therapy. So, but you're claiming that it was your detox that helped that child, but you were working with him for 6 years, taking it. I respectfully, again, I no judgment here. If that's what parents want to try, I just say be careful. My thought of that, it was the therapy the child was getting that helped, not the foot detox that. And I forgot what she called it.
Yeah, but I remember she was claiming that a lot of cases of autism were really due to people having heavy metals in their system.
Oh yeah, that's a big one. I'm sure we all have some metal in our system because we're here on Earth, but these claims, and like I said, I know parents want to find a solution. They got a thing now where they can give kids a bath, and it's supposed to show some sort of bath, and it's supposed to show some sort of improvement. But if it does show improvement, is that whatever they're using, is it really good for your child? And how often do you have to do this? It's so many things that go along with this stuff, but some parents, like you said, they're desperate. They want to find a cure, and they will try anything.
Yeah, that's the thing with this talk now that's going on, about finding the cause for the disease of autism and finding a cure for it is of course, wait and see what this leads to. But if it leads to snake oil, or worse yet, leads to talking a lot of parents out of getting kids vaccinated for serious illnesses such as measles.
Right.
And I mean, when I was growing up, the MMR vaccine hadn't been invented yet. So that can't be responsible for my autism. And polio vaccine came out when I was 7 years old. By then I was already showing, definite signs. So that can't be responsible either. But the only vaccine that might be responsible, maybe if vaccines were responsible at all, it would have to be, smallpox, diphtheria, or tetanus. Those are all deadly diseases. And, I'm glad I'm alive at 78 years old and didn't die young due to one of those diseases.
Yeah, the MMR, a lot of people talk about, oh, my child And which I'm not doubting. If that's what you believe, that's what you believe. But I was told, even with my son, but I have to continuously tell people my child was showing signs of autism before that shot even came about. He was like 4, 6 months. Things just went over my head.
Yeah.
So before he even had that shot, he was showing signs of being autistic, right?
White.
Give me a kiss. Can I have a kiss? I love you.
Right there.
Okay. Now, can you move off my cord? Get off my cord. Thank you. Yeah. So, you know, it, it may be a contributing factor, maybe for some, but to say that it causes their, like you said, autism's been around for years. And what were they diagnosed with? Was it schizophrenia at first, Mr. Charles?
Well, they didn't come up with a diagnosis. The first three mental professionals said that mom was to blame, and they all found different ways to blame her for my problems. And then the last two knew that she wasn't to blame, but they couldn't put a label on it.
But I'm saying, that was the thing when they were diagnosing people, they just put them as being schizophrenic.
Well, there were various misdiagnoses. I don't think there's any single one that they were doing. That was one of them, but there were various misdiagnoses that were happening, or some saying they couldn't really put a label on it.
Okay.
Or some just saying they were, well, what I'll abbreviate as MR. One time that was a polite expression, but that's become an insult, so I won't. I'll just abbreviate it MR. We know what that stands for.
Yep. He may be a handful, but I love him the way he is. Yeah. Same here. This one here, Candy, is a handful, but I love him. I wouldn't know at this point in our lives what my life would be without him.
Hi, DeAndre.
Say hi, Mr. Charles.
Hi, Mr.
Charles.
No.
Miss Candy says, hey, DeAndre.
Hey, listen for today.
Yeah. And Miss Jill says, how sweet of DeAndre to kiss your cheek and tell you I love you. Yeah, that's my baby. Yes, Jill, that's my baby. That's my baby. He likes head rubs. Okay, can you get off my cord? Go. I know your room is messy. Go clean up your room. Go put all your stuff in the box. Go ahead now. You want to go buy? You want to go somewhere? Go clean your room up. He's not gonna listen to me. Miss Kate says, hi, DeAndre. See? Hi, DeAndre.
Hi, not the house.
You're not going in there. Say hi, Miss Kate.
Hi, Miss Kate. Not the house.
That's his brother, Nando house. He wants to go to Nando house.
Listen for today.
Yeah. Yeah, but and then back in the day, you see where a lot of the kids that had autism were put in institutions.
And worse yet is when you get countries where religion is a big thing, and they label autistic kids as demon possessed, and then subject them to all kinds of bizarre and often torturous exorcism rituals.
Yeah, that's sad. That's really sad. Really, really sad. Yeah, I seen a video that's going around of how they had children on a spectrum institutionalized. And I know even here, we had a lot of institutions where, kids with different issues were sent to, not as many were at home, with their parents. They, immediately just you're diagnosed, the doctor suggests you put them in an institution. But let me see. Andy says that will work cleanup. Maybe you can ride on a Jeep, DeAndre. Yeah. That's what he wants to do. He wants to get in the Jeep and go to his brother's house, but I'm not going all the way out there today. No, I might go up the street to the store. Yeah, that is awful. That is awful, Jill. Yeah, but yeah. So hopefully, the parents just need more support out there, and especially for our level 3 loved ones. And with everything that's happening, we're scared that the supports are not going to be around for too long. DeAndre is in a wonderful program right now, and I just hope we can continue the program.
Yeah, Mommy G.
Yeah, Mommy G. But anyway, you guys, I want to remind you that Mr. Charles will be on. Is that Thursday, right?
Yeah, this Thursday, 7:00 Eastern time.
Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Chat it up with Mr. Charles. He's going to share some of his life with us. So make sure you're here. We're going to be live right here on, well, we'll have all 4 going. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. So make sure you join us then. I am going to set up an event. I'm going to finish some of my work and get some coffee in me. And I'll have a reminder set up, and we hope to see you all then. That will be Thursday, April 24th, 7 p.m. So be there or be square. If anyone else wants to do a live for Autism Awareness Month right here on the platform, let me know, and we will set you up. Would you move now? Move. We will set you up with a day and time before Autism Awareness Month ends. Just holler at me. Boy. But that's it for now. Thank you guys for the love. I'm gonna log off and get some work done. I may be back tomorrow. I know I'm not gonna say I'll be back tonight. I may be back tomorrow. And we can check in and chat once again. Thank you, Homeschool Peace, for chiming in. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Kate and Jill and Candy. Would you stop, please? Teresa, if you're still here, thank you. Thank you, everybody who came in and said hello. All right, you guys. Till later. Thank you, Mr. Charles. And I'll make sure to put that reminder up.
All right, everybody have a good rest of the day.
Yes, you guys have a great day. Bye. Thank you for the love, everybody.
Bye.